So everyone, this is Yas Khalid, and in today's video, I have a new team regarding the new recently released Pokemon Trevenant, which I believe this Pokemon is one of the best Pokemon's ranked now. It's ranked 2 on PvPoke, I think for a reason. Like, give anything Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, and you're just making a meta Pokemon. Give it a baiting move, and you're just making a monster. And I believe I tried like 2 different teams. I'll show the other one by the end of the video, but I had more success with this team. It's Charm A9. You can run Powder Snow, it's up to you. It's a personal preference. With Trevenant and G-Fisk. And to be fair, this is an ABB team that is weak to Basti and Scrafty. So at one point you have to swap out and save the A9 for the Dark in the back. I believe I had like 10-0 with this team. Without further ado, let's go and watch the battles. So, yeah, I started running this team at this elo 3075, and okay, I believe I got the EQ time low. Yeah, first battle. Machamp, easy lead. I believe my opponent was leading this because everyone was leading Bastidon, and I was anticipating people to counter counter the Bastidon leads. So that's where like I decided to run Charm A9. Overall, Powdered Snow A9 does almost everything better, but Charm A9 is just like a snowball Pokemon. They can make it to 2. I'm not gonna throw. I need to leave this matchup with the lowest amount of HP, and I should make it to the EQ here, but oh no, I cannot make it. Yeah, so still fine. I want to swap at one point, but I need to chip the Charmander first, or at least to grab a shield, so I can swap and then get the second shield back and then win the game. Yeah, I can outpace the 2 moves here. I get it low HP enough to the point where I can just spam the bait move, which will KO them, which will make their shields worthless, because I'm just gonna outspam. Yeah, this was an easy game. My opponent didn't top left yet. I'm just gonna call the bait because there's no reason for them to not bait. And yeah, this matchup is just GG. Moving into the next matchup, I believe it was Charm A9 Mir. So in this Mir, like I noticed that I started one turn ahead, so I'm not gonna tap anything. I'm gonna go for the extra Charm and Shield. I will get to the move here. I will KO them before they KO me and leave this matchup. Leave this matchup with so much HP. So now I have a loaded A9. That's 2 shields. They have 2 shields. There is no reason for me, if they brought in a dark Pokemon, to not throw the nuke, because no one runs a charm with nuke. People run charm with Psyshock. So my opponent brought in Scrafty. I'm just gonna go for the one shot. I don't think they do shield. There is no reason for them to shield because no one does that. Yeah. Now they are left with 1 Pokemon versus 2. I have a hard counter in the back, but they have 2 shields, so I need to grab both shields before I faint. So I can live a move. They cannot. I mean, they cannot before they get farmed down. Yeah, this matchup is pretty much GG. There's nothing that they can do. I'm gonna show the G-Fisk here so I can like save some time for me and my opponent. Music is a bit loud. Yeah, Skarmory. This matchup is a dominant matchup for Skarmory, but if you're an A9 and you sneak moves, you can win it. So what I'm gonna do, since I didn't sneak, I cannot win. I'm gonna pressure a shield, then swap out. Swap out at the move. Okay, we caught sorry. We got the Sky Attack, and I'm gonna swap out to bait out the Dark in the back, or whatever that can beat the grass. By the grass, I mean the Trevenant, which is poison, which is either a poison jab user or a dark Pokemon, or it could even be a Sableye. So my opponent here had brought in the Meganium. It's 1 shield. I'm just gonna go Trevenant because with Trevenant I don't need to shield anything from Meganium because I resist everything. They bring in the Skarmory here. Since I caught a move, I have more energy, and then I can kill the Skarmory now with my A9. I missed lots of bubbles, which was questionable. Like, if I get the excellent, I would have KO'd them here and then charmed down the Meganium in the back. But still, there is no income for my opponent. I can just go straight bait here. Yeah, and I outpace to... It's 6-6 for them, and it's 5 for me, 5-7. So I can get to a bait and a move before they get to 2, and I win CMP. Bastiodon, this is a tough lead. We swap into Trevenant because if you have a rank 1 Trevenant, you can win the 2 if you deny moves. So I'm just gonna go every time. I'm trying to throw on deny. Yeah, so we get the CMP here. We get the move on CMP. They brought in Sableye. I have a loaded Trevenant. There is no reason for me to not bait because they have 2 shields. They can kill this. So I'm just gonna go straight bait. Now I don't need to shield, but am I gonna shield though? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. So now it's a full HP Sableye. This is my A9. I cannot shield the A9. Okay. Luckily for me, I killed them before they get to the return. Now I'm gonna insta swap blindly to G-Fisk. I assume that they have Medicham in the back, as everyone does with this team. Whenever there is Sableye with Basti, it's always Medi in the back. It's just a triple XL team that's so annoying to deal with. To deal with. So okay, I'm throwing the EQ here. I need 2 EQs to KO the Medicham. I think for some reason I misplayed here. I throw on CMP, where I could have just chipped it. Yeah, there was no reason for me to throw this move. All I need to do is just tank and then swap. But the game is still playable because the Bastiodon is low enough where I can put it in Rock Slide range. So I'm gonna charm, and I believe I can get to a Rock Slide before they get to the Flamethrower and Rock. The Smackdown does 1 damage to G-Fisk. It's double resisted. Where the Munch is super effective and the Rock Slide comes in handy to KO. Yeah, that was a very well played by me. Like, I played that matchup very patiently, and my opponent didn't farm more. Okay, I think I need to talk about something here. So, Vigoroth, Altaria lead with Vigoroth safe swap. Okay. So this is a pause cham. This is a pause where I need to think what's there in the back. So they have Vigoroth. I know that Trevenant was Vigoroth, but Vigoroth also was a Trevenant. So it's not fun a matchup to be in. But if Vigoroth can also get to 3 moves versus A9, so at one point I need to swap. But I don't need to swap because I have G-Fisk for Altaria. And every Altaria Vigoroth team has a hard answer to steal, because Altaria is very weak to steal, so you need 2 answers to steal in the back. I anticipated a Swampert in the back, so I stayed in and I was waiting whether I'm gonna sneak in a charm or no. If I sneak in a charm, I can just shield and stay in. So let's see. Yeah, they throw here. I snuck in a charm. I'm not shielding here because I don't need a full HP A9 to beat the Altaria. Throwing this, and I'm gonna shield whatever whatever comes in after. I have to win the lead. I have to win this matchup specifically. I snuck in another charm, so yeah, I can just charm down now. Let's see what more the opponent is gonna bring in. It's Altaria. I'm just gonna throw the move. I can do tons of damage until they Dragon Breath me down. So now I'm gonna bring in the G-Fisk. They have the Swampert. Yeah, this game is GG now. And this is what sometimes you need to make a call to their back line. Okay, Scrafty lead. This is how this design is. This is how this team has been designed to kill the Scrafty in the lead. They swapped the Stunfisk. I swapped it to Trevenant. I believe I was 2 turns late because I did 1 charm. So now I have to land the Shadow Ball to win this matchup. I'm gonna shield here. I have to shield now. I need to win swap to make sure I have the better alignment. They snuck in a Mudshot, which means they will get to the next move before me. They shielded because they know that. And now I have to shield as well. And I didn't throw. This is almost a throw because the Rock Slide almost KO. I lived with 1 HP and I snuck in a fast move. Which is Gonna make it tough, but at least we won the swap. We chipped this crafty. Now we have the A9 versus the Skarm. So now I need to make sure that I leave with a move, so I can get rid of the shield after. Scrafty G-Fisk is not that bad of a matchup for, Skarmory G-Fisk is not that bad of a matchup for Skarm. You don't win, but then you can at least chip. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't kill it unless I have tons of energy. Even though they have Scrafty in the back, but still, you always play the matchup, every matchup as perfect as you could. Like, I don't need to do the aggressive farm down, because eventually, like, I will align it, the A9 versus the Scrafty. But if you can play everything as perfect as you can, then why not? Okay, yeah, this is a good game. Sorry, my opponent for the hard counter, but you hard countered sometimes. Sometimes you get hard countered. This is okay. Figure out A9 again. If I sneak in a charm, I can win. If I don't sneak, they can get to 3 body slam, which is annoying. I snuck in 1. I'm just gonna go for the timing. I'm not gonna try to deny, because I like that I have an advantage now over my opponent. I'm gonna try to catch the body slam, which does nothing. They brought in the Skarm. I am up a shield. There is no reason for me to bait, because I can get to 2 shadow balls regardless. They no shield. So there's 2 options: farm down, or I believe my opponent didn't, for some reason, didn't throw here. They were trying to, I think they miscounted or something. I think that they miscounted. I'm just gonna bring in the G-Fisk and go for the aggressive farm down. So I'm gonna farm down this Skarmory all the way. They swapped to Vigoroth. At this point, I'm just gonna shield it, because I can just charm it down, and they have 1 HP Skarm. I'm just gonna throw the move regardless, because at this point there is no use for me. There is no reason I need the A9 for. It doesn't matter. G-Fisk up a shield can beat literally everything. Like, there's nothing can beat G-Fisk up a shield. So yeah, I don't need the A9. And yeah, this is a GG. I'm just gonna shield once because I have shield, not because I have to shield. And now you either mod shot or like Total Slide. And yeah, this is a good game. Moving into the next battle, A9 versus Azu. In this matchup, I should be going straight for the Dazzling Gleam, but because I am double weak to Dark in the back, I am always gonna bait, because I would like to save some energy. We call the Ice Beam bait, which is good. I would always prefer to have a move for the Dark in the back in case they have it. So I'm just gonna go for the aggressive farm down here. They brought Ingredient, which is a hard answer to Trevenant. I'm just gonna spam my moves here. 1 crunch doesn't KO. The Bullet Seed is non-stab and resisted, so it does nothing. They cannot farm me down. They have to throw a move. I'm just gonna make sure that I throw on a good timing. I think I missed 1 bubble, but it doesn't matter since they shielded. I believe this was a throw on CMP. So okay, my opponent didn't throw on CMP. I'm just gonna swap here because I don't want them to farm me down. And I had a move almost after 1 charm. The body slam doesn't KO. They have a Skarm that is locked in versus my G-Fisk. So this is a good scenario for me. They have 3 Pokemons. Almost 1 is getting hard countered. The other 2 has almost 0 HP. So I should win this game unless some lag happen. Let's see. Second Rock Slide. They didn't throw. I just need to throw this move. I can shield here because this might be a Brave Bird. I believe the Azu doesn't have that much, but I can just throw because the Skarmory doesn't have that much energy. The Gradient also doesn't have that much of energy, so I can just Rock Slide everything in this game for the win. And GG to my opponent. Sorry, I think I have the shiny GIF Trevenant because I didn't have the other one. And I believe this was the last battle. Yeah, so I played, I think, 9 games with this team. I went 9-0. So I played two teams, A9, Trevenant, G-Fisk. Yeah, this team is weak to fire, but luckily fire doesn't exist in Great League because the only usable fire Pokemon are AWAC and Talonflame, and both are in a bad situation because this is like because of XL just both XL Pokemons plus water are everywhere in Great League, which plus Umbreon plus Scrafty, which what makes using fire Pokemons like tough. I use the which makes like fire Pokemon tough to use. I use the other team, which is Registeel, Azu, and Trevenant. The Registeel team was relying on Reggie getting a good lead, since most leads now, except G-Fisk, are good leads for Reggie. So Reggie, I believe, has one of Reggie now is a solid lead, but I don't like playing Reggie. I feel like in the games where I played Reggie, I could have done everything better with G-Fisk. I don't play G-Fisk also that much, but I felt more confident using G-Fisk than Reggie, just because you have a better coverage, you have a baiting move with Reggie you don't have. And this team was almost weak to every time they have Obstagoon in the lead, and Obstagoon is always in the lead. This is the end of the video. Thank you so much everyone for watching. If you have any question, just make sure to leave it in the comment section below, and I will make sure to answer everything. And yeah, that's it. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and see you in the next one. Peace.